Hi, my name is Yumiao Shin. I am a senior environmental major and this is my final reflection in this semester. We learned about the secondary succession of plants themselves after undergoing major natural damage. Secondary succession occurs when disturbance is not severe enough to remove all existing vegetation and soil from a site. For example, fires, floods, storms, and human activities, for example logging, can initiate secondary succession. Pioneers of secondary inheritance face a completely different situation than primary inheritance. Secondary succession usually begins with resource-rich conditions associated with high light availability and reduced competition for nutrients and water. Hi, my name is Yumiao Shin. I am a senior environmental major and this is my final reflection in this semester. We learned about the secondary succession of plants themselves after undergoing major natural damage. Point Pleasant Park is located at the southern tip of the Halifax Peninsula, covering an area of 185 acres. The park has forests, trails, beaches, monuments and military fortifications. It has a long history and has a certain degree of military memorial value and historical reference. At the same time, the area is also called Amtuakati by Mikati, which means spiritual or spiritual place. Many people choose Point Pleasant Park to exercise or have a picnic in the summer, providing a place for people living in communities that cannot get close to nature to relax and relieve stress. Here are the photos I took about PPP Park in spring, summer, autumn and winter. Every season has its own beauty. Hi, my name is Yumiao Shin. I am a senior environmental major and this is my final reflection in this semester. We learned about the secondary succession of plants themselves after undergoing major natural damage. Coniferous trees are trees with slender, needle-like leaves. Most of them are evergreen trees. The material is generally soft, and some contain resin, so it is also called soft material. Conifers are mainly trees or shrubs, rarely woody vines. The leaves of coniferous trees are long and thin like needles, and they are mostly evergreen trees, and the leaves will not fall off in winter. Generally includes numerous trees and shrubs of the Pinaceae and Taxaceae. Conifers are widely distributed, but mainly in the northern hemisphere, as far north as the Arctic Circle. They can also be found in Central and South America. Conifers are widely distributed in Europe and Asia, and several species can also be found in Africa. Rarely is it tropical. Mature Acadian forests are a mix of hardwoods and softwoods. The composition of individual stands can vary widely, from pure hardwood valleys to various mixtures of hardwood and softwood species. The Acadian forest is rich in species, with lush shade-tolerant small trees, low shrubs, and ground plants. In September 2003, Point Pleasant Park was destroyed by Hurricane Juan. Nearly three-quarters of the park's trees were cut down, and the park remained closed until June 2004. Although there are still trees, the park now has a very sparse canopy. After 20 years of restoration, PPP Park vegetation reached its pre-natural disaster appearance. The figure shows that Acer rubrum and Betula papyrifera are the pioneer species of secondary succession. Compared to 2006, after Hurricane Juan, the 5 sites areas in PPP average tree density increased 97.3%, species richness increased 84.3%. The species density of all the trees increased well compared with 2006, and there was an upward trend. An increase of about 70.2% compared with 2006, and the species density increased 97.3% compared to the previous one. I would like to thank my professor and Ta for their careful guidance and for giving me the opportunity to gain an in-depth understanding of the biological evolution of secondary succession.